Hey, hey, Scorpio. Thank you for joining me for your November Horoscope and your fiercely focused reading right at the end. Very happy to have you. And before we get started, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for spending this time with me, for watching this video, and supporting the channel. Whether you've been here from the beginning or whether you just got here today, I appreciate you taking the leap of faith to spend some time with me. And all of your likes, comments, subscriptions, all of that stuff really means a lot and really moves the needle for me in a huge way. And those of you who've gotten personal readings or bought reports or books from me, you're really helping me make my dream come true. So in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I really just wanted to say before we get started, thank you. Thank you for what you do. Okay, so now Scorpio, enough of all that mushy stuff. I will get straight into your reading and seeing what Spirit has to say for you in November. Woo! What does Scorpio need to know, Spirit? What do you want to show Scorpio? Happy birthday to you, November Scorpios. What do you want to say for Scorpio this month, Spirit? What influences, energies do they need to be aware of? Wow. In the month of November, what do they need to know, Spirit? Scorpio, all Scorpios, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for their highest good. Always for their highest good, Spirit. Beautiful. And I'll pen down in just a second, Scorpio, so you can see your cards. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Scorpio, wow. Okay, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more for Scorpio. Okay. We'll get everybody in order here, and then we're gonna, okay guys, chill. Y'all seeing the petting zoo going wild over there? I fed them. I'm greedy. Okay. Wow, Scorpio. 3 10s. 3 out of 4 10s here. Things are coming to culmination for many of you. Finishing up a cycle is what Spirit just said. You also have the Wheel of Fortune. I should pen down and show you your cards, huh? I just kind of wanted to give you like a little overview. Making big decisions. For many of you, these are hard, but good decisions. I mean, you have judgment here for sign, seal, deliver the papers, like this is beginning or this is done or I have decided and this is what I am doing. Gabriel comes out of the sky, blows the horn, and everybody move the fuck over. Scorpio has made a decision and things are changing. Okay, so let me show you your cards, Scorpio. Here comes all of the face and all of the stripes as we go down to look at your cards. There you are, Scorpio. There's your November life mapped out in pretty pictures. Okay. There's a lot of happiness to be gained for you this month. This is a wonderful card to start off with, Scorpio. This is love. This is marriage, family, being surrounded by the people who love you most. I mean, if you're in the US, it is Thanksgiving, so there are gatherings happening. But besides that, Spirit is talking about, like I said, you making this incredible decision, this life-changing decision. Wow. Okay. So this is where I should say, Scorpio, these are general readings, so I get many messages for the different Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising who are listening to this video. So I really want you to pay attention to your own intuition. If I say something and it rings true with you, follow that thread. If I say something and it really doesn't resonate with you at all, you know, you can let that go knowing it's for another Scorpio. So I say that because this is one of those parts of the reading where we diverge. Some Scorpios are going to willingly let go of something. And some of you are going to continue to struggle with it for a little while longer. And there's no judgment. This is something that needs to be worked out in its own time. You have the Empress here saying that there are beautiful gifts. I mean, the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Empress, like Wheel of Fortune, you really have beautiful cards here. But I do see a sense of loss. And I do see that some of you may be missing out on the fact, Scorpio, you know, you are known for your ability to brood. And you may sometimes this month have trouble seeing the bright side, like, you know, the 2 full cups that are behind you, not the 3 empty ones that you're mourning. And look what they're growing, something literally fruitful, right? So that said, I'm not saying like, buck up, Scorpio, like far from it. You know, we need to grieve. It's a natural part of the process. But Spirit does want to call your attention to the fact that like, hey, look, your life isn't over. There are really wonderful things blossoming and still happening in your life. In fact, the Empress says, don't worry, this takes time. And she's lined up with the moon, which makes me think moon cycles. I'm feeling check when the new and full moons are in November. The new moon is a wonderful time to set your intentions. And it's going to be in Scorpio. It's powerful for you. Your solar return is around your birthday, and astrologically your solar return, meaning the sun returns to where it was in your chart when you were born, means that you're powered up, means that you have a lot of chutzpah, like a lot of charisma and strength and vitality to do what you need to do, to make the decisions that you need to make for your security, for your abundance and happiness, for your clarity. And you do need a little bit of clarity this month. You've got a lot on your plate, so it can be really hard to see where you're going when, you know, you're so weighed down that it's like your eyes fall to the floor, like, my God. But look how close this guy is to his destination. So Scorpio, even if it is a lot that you're carrying, Spirit really wants to encourage you that you're not far. You're not far from finding the end of this, from finding what you're looking for. And I feel that for many of you, security for your family is weighing on your mind this month. And security in general. So security for you, security for the ones that you love. And I really love, Spirit is drawing my eyes to the fact that beautifully lined up with the 5 of Cups is this 3 of Cups. So these 3 overturned cups, look how they're getting refilled. Look how when you notice the abundance in your life and you nurture those things within you that nurture you back, you know, like spending time with the people that you love, going out and doing something lighthearted when you've been feeling down in the dumps. You know what I mean? Making a choice to radically change the atmosphere, to move away, to sail away from the waves and the turbulence toward clarity. Your cups will be refilled, Scorpio. They want you to know it's like it's a positive outcome. Okay, so for some of you that you're worrying about something, you're going to be okay. Beyond okay, you're going to be celebrating. These are cards of celebration and transition. Things are still changing. You're going through this cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is like, okay, we learned. What have we learned from this cycle of our lives? Because now we're moving into the next one. The circle has come all the way around. New revolution, they just said. I feel like for a lot of you, your creativity really kicks into gear in November. And oh my God, it's funny. Like, it's NaNoWriMo, right? So that could be a lot of you are writers. But I really feel no matter what you do, whether you're a writer, you're an artist, you're a musician, yeah, freaking like a coder, a website builder, like all of these things are creative. And I feel like for many of you, you're in hot pursuit. That's the phrase that they're using. Hot pursuit of what you want, of what sparks your passions. So for some of you, this may not be creativity, it may be literal passion. I mean, this is a card of love. The Empress is a card of pregnancy. Yeah, Spirit said some of you may celebrate, indeed, a pregnancy this month. Here, out with your friends. Here, surrounded by family. Here, the totally pregnant and radiant lady. And I don't want you to be fearful about that, Scorpio. Again, that would be... This is only true for you if a pregnancy would be good news. If a pregnancy would be devastating news, we'd be seeing more like the Tower here. So I don't want you to be concerned. That's for those Scorpios that are looking forward to that and have been working for that or are hoping for it. And then, yay, here it is, like new cycle beginning. Here we go, like we're on this new adventure. You know, you are carrying a lot this month, Scorpio. A lot of tasks, but I feel very solid in the fact that some of you, you know, you're moving away from drama and stress and strife. So that sometimes when I see this Ten of Wands, I just feel like, oh, like I just feel overwhelmed and exhausted just looking at it. But honestly, it's like you are such a strong sign. You are kind of, you know, relentless and unstoppable. I don't feel worried about this. I feel like you can have what you want. I feel like that you can pursue this passion, that you can send the message that you're wanting to send, that you can literally geographically go the places that you want to go. You just really have to choose and commit. You have to know what you want and then commit to it and then go, which is your specialty, Scorpio. If you want something, you chase it with an obsession. And again, that relentless energy like no other. Spirit says some of you are dealing with a Pisces. They just said that. So if some of you are mourning this Pisces, or some of you are pursuing a Pisces, either way, I feel like the outcome is good. So yeah, because I mean the thing is, Spirit is saying that some of you let go of a slippery Pisces, or a slippery Pisces slipped right away from you and it's difficult, and others of you it's like, oh, they're coming in, and like that's the passion that you're pursuing. I feel like don't be afraid of what you quote-unquote lose when you make this commitment. That's really what I'm feeling, okay? Like they just came in with that so strongly. So if you lose quote-unquote one opportunity when you choose another, they want you to know you are going to be repaid, okay? They came in with that very strong, Scorpio, so I want you to keep that in mind. Okay, I'm gonna pan you back up because I want to look at you while we look at, yay, hi Scorpio. Sorry about all the face and all the eyes and all the teeth and all the stripes. We're gonna look at your Fiercely Focused spread and see what Spirit wants to tell you as far as a theme for your month and some action steps that you can take to really make the most of November. Okay, Spirit, what is the theme for Scorpio? What is Scorpio? Wow, flew right out. Let's see what it is. Boom! Ah! Love it. You're the Magician, Scorpio. Look at how he has every element of the tarot right in front of him on the table. Cups, pentacles, swords, wands. He's got it all. You can make your dream, your idea, a reality. That is the Magician's specialty. He's a manifester. Starts as an idea, then he brings it to earth, whether that starts by like I'm putting it on a list, or I'm going to submit my application, or I'm going to do NaNoWriMo and I'm going to take the idea that's been rattling around in my head and actually put it into tangible form where other people could observe it. Make your thing. Make your magic. Download him, make him in the background on your phone. You're the Magician, male or female, magician, sorceress, whatever you are, you're amazing. You need to make your thing. You have the resources that you need. You don't need to wait for anything. You've got this. Like Spirit said, commit and go, and you're straight. Commit and go, and you'll get there. That doesn't mean there won't be obstacles. That doesn't mean that there won't be lessons to be learned along the way, but it means that it's there for you. And if you haven't been here before, Scorpio, you might not know, but I have no problem telling you the unvarnished truth. If you got the Tower, I'd say, what are you doing this for? You're building this on a faulty foundation. What is this? But that's not what you have. You're a magician. You're the motherfucking magician. Okay. So now, Scorpio, let's look at the physical and financial. What's going on with your money, your job, the practical things in life. What do you need to know for your highest good in November? November, November, November. Okay. Sometimes it feels like this, Scorpio. You had that Ten of Wands. You know, this is a card of struggle. This is a card often of being outside looking in, feeling like other people have what you don't have, noticing and comparing. And Spirit never gives any of these messages with judgment, Scorpio, so I don't want you to take this as any kind of judgment. They're saying, keep your eyes on your own paper. Don't compare yourself to other people, whether it's your relationship, your income, your job, your status, whatever. You know, the holidays can be difficult for those of us who are maybe single, or we are estranged from our family, or we're just going through difficult things like a death, or like a really difficult medical trauma within the family. It can feel like this. So I feel like Spirit wants to validate that for those of you Scorpios who are going through this, okay? They want to validate that we see you. We see you struggling. We see that it's difficult. You're not alone. You're not alone. Spirit just said, and again, I don't want you to take this as like, buck up, Scorpio, because that's not what they mean. But they are saying, whenever you feel like you're lacking, they want you to remember, you can create what you need. You can create the change that you want. You can manifest things that have not until now existed, Scorpio. You are the sign of transformation. You are the sign of power. Take up your power. Don't abdicate it. That's what they just said. Don't give away your power. Don't diminish yourself. Don't diminish your accomplishments. I can talk. Don't even diminish what maybe seems like meager income or meager opportunities. You know, the world moves for the moved. Allow yourself to be moved by what you do have. When you allow that opening, that's a more expansive energy than like focusing on what you lack, right? Because that can have this kind of clenched energy, and you want to have your hands open for what Spirit wants to give to you, what the universe does want to give to you, and what you have in your mind to create. You want to fill your hands with what it is that you want, not with what you don't want, okay? Fill your hands, fill your mind, fill your heart with what you want. Commit and go. Commit and go. Like they said, obstacles, times of lack, times of doubt, times of lack of faith, that will come. Those are not signs that you should stop. Those are signs that you're firmly on the right road. Because we all have those moments of questioning. We all have those dark nights of the soul. Scorpio, if any sign can get through that and come out on the other side like in phoenix fire, blazing glory, it's you. I have no doubt. Like, no doubt. Okay. So now let's look at what's going on in the mental realm for you. What are you thinking? What are you speaking about? What are you hearing? What kind of discussions or thoughts are you having? What do you need to know or do in the mental realm for your highest good in November? Anxiety, okay? Nightmares, not sleeping well. Some of you deal with insomnia and obsessive thoughts and just literally like anxiety. And I want to validate that that's real and that you have your reasons for feeling anxious. It would be very good for you to institute some kind of evening routine this month, something that winds you down before bed, like, okay, you know what, I put my phone on airplane mode an hour or half an hour before bed so that I'm not getting like messages, I'm not getting like notifications. You know, you can put people on a certain list where it's like, oh, if mom or dad or whoever calls, like boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, that call will come through or those messages will come through, but other ones like will wait until tomorrow. You want to do things to kind of bring yourself and bring your world inward and to a healing, comfortable, soft place, okay? Opposite of Swords. This is known as the Nightmare card, which the good thing about that, as awful as that sounds, is that your fears and anxieties can't hurt you beyond how they're already hurting you. You know? So that dread, that anxiety, that fear, Spirit wants you not to let it be bigger than it is or realer than it is. It's already doing the damage that it's going to do. And anything that you do to take care of yourself, to rest, to sort out your thoughts, like journaling or talking to a therapist or talking to a friend who is, you know, just a natural counselor, or talking to an intuitive person, or talking to just anybody that lets you feel vulnerable and strong. Like you can say what you're afraid of and that they're not going to think less of you. In fact, they'll know that that makes you more courageous. When we're willing to talk about and face our fears, that's tremendous, Scorpio. That's transformative. That's your wheelhouse. I want to just send you a lot of love, because a lot of you are just dealing with heavy, heavy, heavy thoughts and circumstances. And I want to send you love, send you blessings, and I hope that you can just close your eyes for a second and receive those, like they are being sent to you in perpetuity. You could be watching this video where it's 2 a.m. and I'm asleep wherever I am, and I will be beaming that to you. Here come the beams. Beam, love. Seriously, Scorpio. Okay. Now, on that note, let's look at what's going on with your feelings, your heart, your relationships. What does Scorpio need to know in November for their highest good? Spirit, about love, relationships, and feelings. Queen of Cups. That's funny because they did just say, talk to somebody who you think of as like calm and sweet and intuitive, and like who can, you know, basically reflect the truth back to you gently. Like let your vulnerability not be a liability. That's this person. So just consider that to be Spirit underlining their own message and kind of sending it before they send me the card to indicate the message. And here's the other thing, Scorpio, is you're a water sign. You're a very intuitive person yourself. Thoughts are the waves on top of the ocean, okay? When you sink beneath all those crashing waves that make everything look confusing and make everything look troubled, and you can't see clearly into the sea, right? Past all those waves, just rolling waves, 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 waves. When you drop past thoughts, deep into the sea, into your intuition, you can look around and see clearly, like the way when you sink deep into the ocean, you can look around and see everything, but if you were looking at the waves, you'd never know. There's a whole world underneath there to be explored and understood. Dive into your intuition this month. Speak to this intuitive person and let them help be a catalyst for that. Or if you are very in touch with your intuitive abilities, again, like they said, maybe you incorporate that into that evening routine. Time for me to journal or meditate or pray or draw some tarot cards or some runes. Like, do your magical thing, because you're the magician. The magician and the Queen of Cups, all right? Like, again, whether you're male or female, court cards, that has nothing to do with gender. It's all about the fact that the queens are creators. You are creating your reality, okay? Do it intentionally. Don't let your thoughts and anxieties run the show. Let your intuition, your inner self, your higher self, your magician speak and do for you, okay? Okay. And finally, let's look at what's activating you, lighting you up, firing you up. What does Scorpio need to know in November? Their highest good. Same card, different deck. It's that 10 of Wands. You're carrying a lot, all right? If you can, Scorpio, delegate or delete a couple of these projects and tasks so that you can see a little clearer, so that you can get here a little faster, because you're going to get there for sure. And you can keep these if you want to. You can keep doing all the things. Your free will is what matters here. But if you do choose to let go of a couple of these, you'll get there a little faster. And maybe with a little bit less of like this and this. A little less struggle, a little more magic, okay? Don't forget, download him. make in the background on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Remember, you're the magician. You're the magician. You create your reality this month, Scorpio. Your magic. Don't let the negative thoughts direct it. Let your higher self, your infinite self, infinity symbol over his head, you've got it all inside you. Bring it down to earth. You're creating something amazing, Scorpio. Trust yourself, pace yourself, give yourself compassion and patience. Like, you're going somewhere great. You're the magician. All right. Thank you so much for listening, Scorpio. I really hope that this is helpful for you, and I would love to hear from you if you have questions or comments. All the ways to get in contact with me, social, email, booking a reading, all that stuff is in the description below, so you can find anything there, or just send me your questions if you have any. Thanks again for joining me. I hope this helps you have a more magical month, and I hope I see you in December. Here comes the face. Bye, Scorpio.